Eternal God, our Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for getting us into a new year. Continue to cover and keep each and one of our residents. Continue to cover our police and our fire. And we thank you on all these things. Continue to guide us as we continue to do your will. In Jesus' name, amen.
Clerk Golick, roll call.
Alexander. Spitali.
Here.
Vanez.
Here.
Galwinski.
Here.
Salinas.
Here.
Tyler.
Here.
Emerson.
Here.
Rakels.
Here.
Warple.
Here, let the record show 9 present, 0 absent. Item number 3, Mayor's address.
Thanks, Councilman Warple. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back after a long break. It's good to see you all. I just have basically a summary of my schedule over the past couple weeks. It's been dominated by one story that's been going throughout the media. Obviously, I've been bouncing as a result of that, so you'll notice a certain theme. But attended North Shore Health Center's Winter Wonderland Employee Dinner in Portage. That was right after Christmas. As you all know, we have a North Shore Health Center located in Hammond's 3rd District, adjacent to the Hammond Sportsplex. It's a great option for people that have health issues. They don't want to go to a hospital. They do have doctors, great location for dental work and things of that nature. So it was nice to see them, be invited there. I had to drive out to Portage. So lunch with Mayor Spebar from the City of Whining, talking about ongoing issues between our cities. Meeting with personnel and code enforcement leadership regarding employee situation. I've talked to some of the council members about this situation. It's pretty bad situation, but we're handling it the right way, as you all imagine. I wasn't able to attend this, but I do want to recognize publicly that Andrea Edwards had a retirement party. I wasn't able to be there, but I just wanted to say thank you to Andrea for spending her career with the City of Hammond, most of her career, if not all of her career, right in this building. She was the office manager of the inspections department and is retiring after spending her career working for us. So congratulations, Andrea, on your announcement. We're going to miss you. Met with Mylan and Jeff from the Hammond Sanitary District, talk about open operator positions within the Hammond Sanitary District. I'm noticing these jobs are harder to fill, and it's amazing to me because they're great jobs. They're shift work, so that makes them harder to fill internally. So I'm asking the council people if you have anybody that wants to work some shift work. When you get qualified in these positions, you can make 6 figures with just a little bit of overtime. You will work shifts though, but it's a great career. Usually people that go there stay there their whole career. So we do have operator positions that are open in the Hammond Water Department, the Hammond Sanitary District. We're filling them, but it seems like those jobs don't fill as easily as other jobs that we have. So if you have anybody in mind that is willing to work at one of our utilities, working, please get their names to us. We have to get them certified. So interviewed by journalist Brian Howie in regards to the possibility of the Bears moving to Hammond, Indiana. Met with Mr. Amit Patel. He's a developer that wants to put an RV and boat storage park on the 3500 block of Sheffield. You guys probably, I think this issue came before you or you've been briefed about it. It fell off track a little bit. I know Councilman Mark's been talking a lot with Mr. Patel. I think the city and Mr. Patel are back on the same page, and I anticipate this project to start moving again. It's a really cool project, located just south of Wolf Lake. Before it was cool to locate there. So he's, if all this other stuff goes down that's being talked about in the newspaper, he's going to be in a really good position. And he was out there before any of this talk started. So congratulations to Mr. Patel. Hopefully we have new neighbors for you. But you guys will see that, that development coming before you soon. So met with Cody Dedamore. He's a developer from Crown Point with CD Development about the possibility of opening 2 new restaurants in Hammond's 3rd District adjacent to the Hammond Sportsplex. I think if this goes forward the way we anticipate, everybody will be very happy. But it's probably too early to talk about it. If a councilperson wants to talk to me off the record, I'm willing to talk about this, but I don't want to say it publicly because when you do that, these deals fall apart. So I'm just going to keep it quiet and we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that this heads in the right direction. Met with the managing editor of the Northwest Indiana Times. Actually, he's the managing editor of dozens and dozens of newspapers, but he's stationed out of Northwest Indiana, Mark Chase. Caught up with him. It's always nice to talk. Met with Chancellor of Purdue Northwest to get an update on the newest dorm project and the future growth plans of PNW's Hammond campus. They're building a new dorm. It's coming up right there really close to where I live. Their dorms are full. This new one they're building is going to be full, and they anticipate building 2 more dorms, which is excellent news. They're growing like crazy at Purdue Northwest. Obviously, that's great for our city. So it's good to hear from Chancellor Holford. Seems like their sports programs are going really well. They got big plans, and it's exciting to hear about what's going on in that part of our city. So, interviewed by ABC reporter John Garcia from ABC Channel 7 News in Swingers Bar at the Hammond Sportsplex in regards to the possibility of the Bears moving to Hammond. Attended our Hammond Police Department monthly captains meeting where we discussed crime stats, emerging trends, and personnel matters. As you all know, we recently had not really a change of command ceremony. Chief Andy Short is the co-chief, along with Chief Jeff Long, who's the co-chief. We also had another retirement in the CID division, which is the Detectives Bureau. That's Captain Chris Godey is captain of CID, and we also have, at the same time as Captain Zeke Hinojosa, who's transitioning out. Zeke and Andy have only a few months left, so they're going to be turning over in the meantime, and I didn't want to demote either of them because I thought that was disrespectful. So Jeff Long is co-chief, along with Captain Godey in the inspections in the Detectives Bureau until about April. So congratulations, everybody. A lot going on in the police department. Attended Northwest Indiana Forum's legislative reception in Indianapolis. Went there with Chief of Staff Scott Miller. I know Ann and Juan were there from Economic Development. I have to say, the only thing that people are talking to us about is the Chicago Bears. It's unbelievable. Ann didn't make matters any easier because she was wearing Bears pants to the event. So, but everybody was talking to us about it. It's a buzz across the region right now, and it's exciting down in Indianapolis to hear legislators come up and ask us if this is true. You know, it seems like a lot of people are on board with this downstate. Held a meeting in the mayor's office with a developer that's planning to open a Dairy Bell in the Robertsdale section of Hammond, and also adjacent to a laundromat. That's pretty awesome proposal. I love Dairy Bell. I love it, expanding its presence in our city. Councilman Mark, I'm not sure if you know, but Dairy Bell is pretty popular in the 4th District, so I imagine it's going to take over in the 1st as well. So I don't think that's 100% solid yet, but it's really interesting to hear about the proposal. I think it's a really nice one. Interviewed by Gary Dick of the Inside Indiana Business in Indianapolis studio in regards to the possibility of the Bears moving to Hammond, Indiana. Received an update from the Hammond City Engineer regarding quiet zones in the city. This is something that interests quite a few of you. We were quoted numbers predicting the cost for each quiet zone we seek across the city of Hammond. It's going to be expensive, but that's not going to stop us. But to give you an idea, what we were quoting, the IHB line in downtown Hammond affects mostly the residents of the Renaissance Towers. We're looking at the IHB right there, right by Renaissance, so I guess that's Seoul and Willow Court. All right. The Norfolk Southern line in downtown also. The Norfolk Southern line at Sibley is a problem because of the way the line crosses the street. It goes diagonally, which is going to cost us more money. So we got that issue. And we got the Norfolk Southern line in Hessville, as well as where it crosses at Kennedy, 169th, Arizona, and Parrish. And 173rd and Grand. Parrish is going to be closed under Governor's Parkway Bridge once that's completed. That is going to be expensive, but that's what we're looking at right now for quality of life issues, okay? Norfolk Southern line downtown is annoying. It wakes up people, especially through Hessville. The IHB line in downtown wreaks havoc on the residents of Renaissance. It's happening way too long. We have so many crossings, it's going to be expensive, but this is something that Capital Improvements is looking at to try to get going across the city of Hammond. I think it's a good project. It's just an expensive project. Last but not least, met with Councilman Salinas and a gentleman named Raul Correra, who's a developer in our city, in regards to a proposal to open an event space on 1400 Michigan Avenue. I think it was a very productive meeting. I imagine you guys will be seeing this project come before you soon. That's all I have, unless you all have any questions. Hi,
Councilman Kowinski.
Hi, Councilman.
Any new data center?
No, but I thank you for the question. As you all remember, last time we all got together, we extended the data center development agreement between us and Decennial another 2 months. Decennial was extremely pleased, and they feel like they're real close. That's the last I heard, Councilman Mark. In the meantime, Amazon just closed a mega deal in Hobart. They secured their NIPSCO, and I think the city of Hobart, over the next couple of years, is going to get over $100 million from Amazon because they made that deal. But all the elected officials may lose their job, so it's interesting because Hobart doesn't, it's a very controversial topic in Hobart. In Hammond, it's much easier because we're locating our data center on a plot that was once occupied by a coal plant. So it's a lot easier when we're replacing a coal plant with a data center than it is replacing farmland with a data center. But I think Mayor Josh and his team did a great job. But I'm still waiting to hear good news, Councilman Mark, and when I do, I promise you I'll include you all in that. Any other questions? In regards to the topic I keep bringing up, I think it makes tons of sense for the Bears to locate to Indiana. They'll save $30, $40 million every year building a $3 billion stadium in Indiana. Obviously, I'm partial to Hammond. We're close. We have the room. I think it's a great opportunity for Hammond to completely redefine who we are as a city. So any talk like this has got to be taken seriously. I hear a lot of people tell me how stupid I am. You're so stupid. You're dumb. I can't believe you're falling for this. What am I supposed to do as mayor? If you got an opportunity to bring $3 billion of development into your city, it could be a long shot, but what if it's not? And what if I just was as jaded as half the people that live in our region are, and I just didn't go after opportunities like this? So any mayor worth their salt would be doing everything they can right now to close this deal, and I promise you, I am also. So, and I have a great team, and I think we're doing a great job for our city. So,
Does anybody else have any questions? Mayor, the next item on our agenda, we're going to elect a new president and a new vice president. And I just wanted to say that I think the first time I did this was 2020.
it was.
And I'll never forget that day in January, or was it February, where you called me and said, we're shutting down the city. And he asked that night if you could speak in front of the council. And we've done it ever since then. And I get all kinds of people saying that it's one of their favorite things we do nowadays. So I want to thank you for your reports every meeting, and I hope they continue because the residents love them. And I just want to thank you for doing them.
I'm one of the only mayors of Class 2 city that does this, and I'm doing it because I was asked to by you originally, and it still went on, and I do think it's forces me to gather my thoughts once every 2 weeks and put it all on paper, and actually it sort of keeps a good record because all of it's saved in here. So if I want to look at what I was doing 5 years ago on this date, I could pull it up real easy because it's all located here. But I appreciate you guys, and I do say this a lot. There's a lot going on in the city of Hammond right now, and I can't do it without a good council working with me. That's a fact. So I know that sometimes we all get fired up and we're hating on each other, but the bottom line is I think we're very functional and we get stuff done, and I appreciate you guys. So welcome back.
Not only is it informative to the residents, but it gets, you see, even the council people get to ask questions, and there's a good back and forth. And I think that's one of the proudest things that I'm proud of as far as the Hammond Council goes, is it's almost like a state of the city every 2 weeks.
I know. It takes a lot of work, but I appreciate it, Councilman. So thanks. Nice to see you all. Have a nice day.
With that, I'll entertain nomination for president of the Hammond City Council.
I make a motion for Janet Vanez to become president of the Hammond City Council.
Is there anybody else that would like to be nominated or would like to make a nomination? Is there any other nominations? Hearing no nominations, I'll take a voice vote on Janet Vernez for council president. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. But since that's a final decision, does that need to be a roll call? Dave? By acclamation. By acclamation? Okay, thanks. Congrats, Janet.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Now I'd like to open up nominations for Vice President.
I'd like to nominate Scott Rakos for Vice President.
Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Any other nominations? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations,
Thank
Scott.
you. Thank you.
All righty. So we're moving on to approval of minutes.
Make a motion that we accept the minutes from the December 22nd, 2025 meeting and place them on file.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes pass. Next is claims.
Madam President,
Councilman Warple.
make a motion that we accept the claims dated December 17th, 2025 to January 7th, 2026. Claims, where's it at? Okay, beginning with claims dated, got that part, okay? Claim number 1 through claim 198 inclusive, in the amount of $8,104,604.10. I so move.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Warple, second by Councilman Rakos. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Clerk Golick, roll call vote, please.
Alexander.
Yes.
Spitali. Yes. Galwinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes. Claims pass, 9 in favor, 0 opposed. Moving on to public hearings, there are none. Communications? Any communications? Any communications? Any communications? Communications is now closed. Committee reports. Are there any committee reports?
Madam President, the
Councilman Salinas.
yes, the Capital Improvement Board did not meet last Monday, so there's no report.
Thank you. And as usual, I will read the upcoming Community and Crime Watch meetings. On Tuesday, January 13th, Jefferson Crime Watch will meet at 6 p.m. at Jefferson School. Community Watch at Mount Zion Pleasant View Plaza will meet Wednesday, January 14th, 1 p.m. Edison Community Watch will meet Wednesday, February 4th, 6:30 p.m. at Edison School. Harrison Park Crime Watch will meet Tuesday, February 3rd, 6 p.m. at the VFW on Homan Avenue, across from Harrison Park. Hessville Crime Watch will meet Thursday, January 15th, 6 p.m. at the HC3 Community Center. Irving Community Watch will meet Tuesday, February 10th, 9:30 a.m. at Irving School. And the Whiting-Robertsdale Crime Watch will meet Thursday, February 12th, 6:30 p.m. at Calumet College. When we passed out the doorbells for everyone who qualified and came to pick up their doorbell, we gave them a list of Crime Watch meetings. and encouraged everyone to come to a Crime Watch meeting. I extend that invitation to everyone. Find out what's going on in your neighborhood. Find out some safety tips for you, your family, and your property, and get to meet some of your neighbors, because community is not just about me, it's about us. Committee reports is now closed. Ordinance, third reading, final passage. There are none. Introduction of ordinances.
Item A, ordinance 26-01, sponsored by Councilman Tyler, and ordinance amending ordinance numbers 9378 and 9572, which are amendments to ordinance 8514 to amend the Hammond Sports Facilities Plan Unit Development District PUD Supplement 4 and TS 30.09 for property at 6532-6630 Indianapolis Boulevard and 1918- through 1940 165th Street.
Madam President,
Councilman Tyler.
I move for passage of ordinance 26-01.
Second.
Second.
A motion by Councilman Tyler, second by Councilman Werpel, I believe that was? Correct. Okay, thank you. No discussion?
No,
Clerk
you can-
Golick.
No, you got to
No.
ask for discussion.
Discussion.
Oh, okay. Any discussion?
Madam President,
Councilman Tyler.
yep, this ordinance is an update to the Planned Unit Development District, which includes the Hammond Sportsplex and the YMCA. The amendments we are making tonight will allow for expansion of the YMCA to include the water park, which I believe should be built and open within the next couple of years, year and a half or so. Thank you.
Any other discussion?
Madam President,
Councilman Werpel.
I know we've been asked in the past why, I know some people that watch us on social media have asked, why do they put everything off to the next meeting? And we've been asked in the past on why we do that, and that's because we pass stuff on first and second reading. This ordinance is a yes or no vote on a recommendation from the Planning Commission, and it's basically a yes or no vote on whether we agree with the recommendation in ordinance form, and that's why we're doing it in one meeting on these type of ordinances. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Any other discussion?
I wanted to say, I was a little bit confused at first because I had never read the statute, but the statute explicitly provides that at the first meeting after you get the ordinance, you have the right to either adopt it, reject it, or amend it. So I agree that the council should or can do that tonight, but there was this other discussion about how you cannot receive any evidence, and I don't know that I have any opinion on that at all. And this should not be, a precedent to say that you cannot do that, because the statute I've got has nothing to do with whether you can do that or not. But I would think that you clearly have the authority to adopt it at this meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Attorney Berger. Given the discussion in caucus, I think it would be prudent for us to move forward. Clerk Golick, roll call vote, please.
Alexander.
Yes.
Spitali.
Yes.
Kowinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes. 2601 passes, 9 in favor, 0 against.
President Vines, that concludes the introduction of ordinances.
Thank you, Clerk Golick. Moving on to resolutions.
Item A, Resolution 26R-01, sponsored by Councilman Kalwinski. A resolution to reappoint Melissa Farrell to the Gaming Advisory Committee of the City of Hammond.
Madam President,
Councilman Kalwinski.
I move for passage of 26R-01.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Kalwinski, second by Councilman Spitali. Any discussion?
Madam President,
Councilman Kalwinski.
Mrs. Farrell has faithfully served as a volunteer on this board for approximately the last 15 years and has attended and been a very vital member of that group. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Any other discussion? Any other discussion? Clerk Golick, roll call vote, please.
Alexander.
Yes.
Spitali.
Yes.
Kalwinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakels.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes. 26R-01 passes 9 in favor, 0 against.
President Vines, that concludes the reading of the resolutions.
Thank you. Moving on to new and unfinished business.
Madam President,
Councilman Warple.
make a motion that we accept the council appointments from the volunteer sheets that were placed in the office to the Capital Improvements Board and the Gaming Advisory Committee.
Motion by Councilman Warple,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Alexander. Any discussion?
Can you read the names on the sheets?
Yes, I certainly will. For the Gaming Advisory Committee, Councilman Salinas, Councilwoman Vines, Councilwoman Alexander, Councilman Rakos, and Melissa Farrell, who we just approved. On the Capital Improvement Board, Councilman Salinas, Councilman Rakos, and Councilman Warple. Any discussion?
I throw a challenge flag on me, but that's beside the point.
Pardon me?
Never mind.
Okay.
I do it under protest.
Any discussion? Any discussion?
Madam President,
Yes,
Just for-
Councilman
sorry.
Tyler.
just for clarification, we still have one more appointment to the Gaming Advisory Committee, right?
We get 5, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but because right now there's no representative from the 3rd District.
Okay.
Which tonight I was planning on, under new and unfinished business, reappointing person from last year.
Okay.
Is there anybody else from the 6th district on there?
No. We have 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 1st, and 6th.
I'll rescind my name. Good.
Okay. So,
Have the name. What's the name?
pardon
I
me?
can- Brandon Dorsey.
Okay.
Nobody made you do that, dude.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so, all the names have been read. Do I have a motion for approval?
I make the motion that we approve the names as amended.
We
Second.
have to say, first of all, that we're going to move for the names that were on there originally, and then amend it. Okay.
I make a motion that we rescind the whatever and
Okay, I'm looking for a motion to approve the names that were originally read for the Gaming Advisory Committee and the Capital Improvement Committee.
And I'm making a motion to amend that list and take off Councilman Rakos' name and put on Brendan Dorsey.
Okay, is there a second on that amendment?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Clerk Golick, roll call vote.
Alexander.
Yes.
Spitali. Kalwinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes. Motion carries 9 in favor, 0 opposed.
Madam President, I now make a motion that we accept the names as amended.
No, I don't think you need to.
Is there a second?
Yeah, second.
Okay. Motion by Councilman Warple to amend the original names and second by Councilwoman Alexander. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Clerk Golick, roll call vote on the amendment.
Alexander.
Yes.
Spitali. Yes. Kalwinski.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes again.
Tyler.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes. Motion carries 9 in favor, 0 opposed. We're still under new and unfinished business. I would like to take just a moment to wish our controller a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Megan. Any other new and unfinished business?
Madam President,
Yes, Councilwoman Alexander.
just in my absence of last week, I wanted to thank you all for your donations to the toy drive. We were able to bless over 200 kids this Christmas, and all the families were extremely excited, as always, and I'm really truly hoping that we can double that number next year. So
Thank you for your efforts. Any other new and unfinished business?
Madam President,
Councilman Tyler.
just want to remind everyone that our annual MLK Candlelight March and program is Monday, January 19th. Lineup begins at 6:30 a.m. at MLK Freedom Plaza, and March begins at 6:45 over to the Civic Center. I believe the program should start about 7:15, 7:30. There'll be vendors, refreshments, and a short program. Thank you.
Sorry, Madam President.
Councilwoman Alexander.
Even though the other two have not said anything, I'm going to say it. Myself, Councilman Tyler, and Councilman Salinas will be playing on the region rebounders against the Harlem Wizards on January 22nd at the Civic Center, thanks to the Hammond PTA. So looking forward to a great time. Prayerfully, we do not get hurt, but looking for a great time. Tickets are on sale. If you're looking forward to that, you can find all the information on social media at the Hammond PTA to come out and support the event. We're looking forward to it. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Any other new and unfinished business? Any other new and unfinished business? Any other new and unfinished business? New and unfinished business is closed. Moving on to public expression. First is Mary Shones. You'll have 3 minutes, and please state your address.
I have a question about that. Why do I need to state my address? Okay, I don't entirely feel comfortable stating my address on something that's going to be that's posted out. I mean, particularly since you have my address on the sheet, right?
I do have it, but it would be nice if you would just say the street. You don't have to give your specific
Okay,
address.
I'm in the 1st District. I'm on Wabash Avenue.
Okay, there we
I
go.
mean, if you want to come to my house, you're welcome. Just, call me, let me know when you're coming over.
Put the coffee
Okay,
on.
right, okay. So I wanted to talk about like budget priorities. And so this, I keep coming back to this. How does the city have, so the governor's, well, I don't want to call it the Governor's Parkway because it sounds too fancy. It's the mayor's condo scheme, right? He wants to wipe out old growth forest and Briar East Woods to make way for condos, for housing development. And the pretext of all of that is that we are going to, this is all about safety. And I think that's what really gets me is the hypocrisy of that. Is kids, the fact is that kids sometimes are stopped by trains. So our proposal is to spend $8 million to put a pedestrian bridge a mile from where it's needed. And then overall, that we're going to wipe out Briar East Woods in order to get speedier access to a hospital that no longer exists. So we're talking about over $24 million of taxpayer money, my money, your money, to spend on something that does not address the core problem, is that if we are really concerned about safety, then we will address the safety issue. So I have something for you, Councilman Rakos. Okay, since Briar East Woods soaks up the water. These are ancient trees. They're much stronger than well, it's just like saplings. A sapling cannot soak up as much water as an old growth tree. And we are proposing getting rid of acres of old growth trees to make, so we're getting rid of our natural sponge in the area, and we are subjecting the area to further flooding. If you succeed in doing this, you will spend $24 million of taxpayer money to put a pedestrian bridge where it's not needed, to get speedier access to a hospital that no longer exists. So, I have a sponge for you, Councilman Rakos. Would you like it? Okay, well, I'll hold on to this for you. So if you succeed, you and the mayor succeed in doing this, then you're going to need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Daryl.
Rogers.
Thank you very much. If you would please state your address, you'll have 3 minutes, sir.
I'm not going to need that much. My address is 6702 Tennessee. I'm a resident of the 6th District. I was just wondering if there has been any discussion or is there any concerns about these new 5G towers that are coming up. I wonder, has the city of Hammond or the city council given those any thought, consideration, or is there any concern? That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Public expression is now closed. Motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Alexander, second by Councilman Salinas. All those in favor? All those opposed?